armies carrying black flags. Nobody shall be able to defeat them until they plant their flags in Jerusalem. At-Tirmidhi said this hadith is gharib, and this is one type of reference from At-Tirmidhi that the hadith is weak. And in its chain is Rishdin ibn Sa'd. Al-Hafidh ibn Hajar said Rishdin ibn Sa'd is weak. And likewise, other scholars also agreed that one of these narrators is weak. Therefore, this chain is weak and it cannot be taken as an evidence in and of itself. Khurasan is the name given to the land that stretches in our times from modern Iraq to the borders of India. It covers the countries of Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, Iraq, Iran, portions of Afghanistan. This is what was called in the past Khurasan. And this is what the hadith is referring to. As we said, it has a very slight weakness in it. Yet another hadith mentioning the black flag is a very long hadith narrated in the Sunan of Ibn Majah from Abdullah bin Mas'ud radiallahu ta'ala an. And the phrase in it that is of relevance, he said that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "And then shall come from the east, al-mashriq, groups of people carrying black flags." And the hadith is a very long one. This hadith is clearly weak. It has in its isnad Yazid ibn Abi Ziyad. Yazid ibn Abi Ziyad is, if you like, a famous, or to be more precise, an infamous weak narrator of hadith. Waki' ibn Jarrah, the famous scholar of hadith, said this hadith has no basis to it. And Imam Ahmad, commenting on Yazid ibn Abi Ziyad, said his hadith about the black flags has no basis. So Imam Ahmad considered the hadith of the black flags to be da'if. However, these are now three hadith. The first of them, as we said, in and of itself, it is Hasan. The other of them, in a Tirmidhi, it is weak. And the third of them, Ibn Majah, also it is weak. Put together, the concept of the black flags clearly is authentic. The first hadith is authentic in and of itself. Added to that, you have these two hadith, both of which are slightly weak. And so the concept of the black flag appears to be authentic. And we can state for certain that of the signs of the Mahdi shall then be the coming of the black flags. As we mentioned earlier, some of the famous scholars of the past considered these hadith to be weak, and of the reasons given, not the sole one, was that the Abbasids used black flags as their banners in order to give the impression that they were this promised army from the east. However, as we said, we can look at this in the exact opposite light and say, why did the Abbasids want to give this impression? Because they knew of the existence of these hadith. And so in reality, the historical fact that the Abbasids came with black flags could actually lend credence to the ahadith of the Mahdi carrying the black flag. There is no doubt that the Abbasids did not have the Mahdi amongst them, but they hoped and they desired that he be amongst them, and that is why they used this concept of the black flags. Additionally, the concept of the black flags was invoked even before the coming of the Abbasid dynasty. It is reported in the famous history book of At-Tabari, Tarikh al-Rusul wal-Mulk, and also Al-Bidayah wal-Nihaya of Ibn Kathir, that one of the rebels against the Umayyad dynasty by the name of Al-Harith ibn Surayj claimed to be the Mahdi. And they say he took a black flag as his banner. Al-Harith was killed in the year 128 Hijrah, and he started his preaching over a decade before this, way before the Abbasid dynasty started its preaching in the Umayyad times. Therefore, there is clear historical evidence to support the claim that the concept of a black flag was linked to the appearance of the Mahdi, even before the coming of the Abbasid dynasty. This is the first set of hadith, which claims that the Mahdi shall appear from the east, and from the hadith that is da'if, from Khurasan itself.